After getting to the Champions League quarter-final last season, I'm hoping to go a little bit further this year, and you might think that that sounds a bit odd after last year. We kind of struggled to get to where we did get, but because we're already in the Champions League group stage, we already know who we're going to be playing, and we've got a pretty easy group. Ajax, Reims, and Benfica. Those are three teams that we should be able to beat. Benfica, we did beat last season. Ajax, I feel like we've played them before. Reims, I don't think we've ever played, but we should be able to beat all of those teams. I'm hoping to win our Champions League group. As always, at the start of a new season, I've got an episode 0 if you haven't, go check that out, because that will show you in a bit more detail all the players who we signed and all the squad and things like that. So yeah, basically 3.4 million players worth sold, which I think, who's the main one? The main one is Rodrigo Castelo, going back to Portugal. Craigie Pearce, he's on loan to Meta this year. Joining the club, £3.4 million as well. The main signing is David Markovic, because I was expecting to lose Benavides or Toussaint Yao, and neither of them went, so we've now got ourselves three very good central defenders. For the home tie against Ajax then, our opening group stage game, that is the starting 11. We are pretty full strength. We're going to be playing DeSantis as a central midfielder today. I'm not quite sure whether he should be a left winger or a central midfielder. I'm leaning towards central midfielder, so that's what we're going to go for. I'm hoping we should be able to win all 6 games in our Champions League group, which is a massive ask. Another problem that we've got, though, for Latvia as a whole is we are the only team in Europe. Riga and I think Spartak and Valmiera all got knocked out qualifying for the Europa Conference League. First chance of the match possibly going to Ajax, just 10 minutes on the clock. Right hand side is Fabio Vieira. Lualubo, that's a weird name and a good name as well. Donatas to Anthony, to Thiago Thomas, back to Donatas. Through ball, Markovic can clear the ball upfield. We are playing Markovic and Benavides in central defence. We're playing Toussaint Yao as a right back today because basically I want to play Markovic and Benavides and Toussaint Yao, and I don't want to play 3 at the back. Donatas with the ball down the line finds Liu Libo into the penalty area. We need to get this ball away. I'm worried. I'm genuinely worried, and that's why it's 1-0 to Ajax. 11 minutes played. Ajax's first shot on goal finds its way into the back of the net. We've had a couple of chances, but we haven't seen either of them on camera. Rodriguez to Thomas. DeSantis crosses it, ball in. It's fallen for Max Cohen at the back post. And a response after about 10 minutes makes it 1-1. Final 10 minutes of the first half. Neither side really have done much, have they? 5 shots for us, 3 shots for Ajax, obviously a goal apiece at half-time. It is going to be 1-1 here in Latvia. Looks like Reims are leading against Benfica as well, possibly over in France. I'm going to say I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the performance. Only Cohen and Geraldo seem to be doing anything. We're going to take Brian off as well because Brian hasn't had a particularly good game. And we're going to do Ballo. And we're going to do that. We're going to put DeSantis on the left-hand side. Guy Stefan Ballo is going to drop in to be the DLP on defend. We're starting to rack up the shots now. 9 of them, 6 on target, but only 1 goal and only 1 highlight as well. Fabio Vieira with a chance for Ajax towards the back post. It's gone over everybody. Anthony does keep the ball in play. Williams back to Ryan Gravenberch. Tapia in the middle finds Donatas, and Fabio Vieira is going to get another goal. It is 2-1 to Ajax, and this is not good. I literally said no more than about a minute and a half ago in the episode that I think we could win every single match. I think we're going to lose the first one. Toussaint Yao is on a 6.5. Vlado Ivle is also on a 6.5 as well. Markovic, Rodriguez, 6.5s. We just can't defend. Geraldo's nicked the ball here, though. Are we going to equalise late on in the game? Geraldo goes for goal. He really shouldn't have scored, but Van der Voort just flaps that one into the back of the net. It is 2-2. We've still got 15 minutes, so there is a chance to get a winner. That winner could obviously come for either team, but hopefully it's us. We've been the better side. We've had 14 shots, 10 on target, and we're going to draw 2-2 because they've had 3 shots on target. Well, I guess at least it's not a defeat. We should have... Look at this. I mean, you can barely see the Ajax line, but it is way, way down here. An XG of 0.56, a 2.17 for us. How did we not win that? I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the performance because we should have won. The second match then of the Champions League group. We have got quite a few injuries at the moment. We are missing our main goal threat after Thomas. We are also missing Ronnie Ruiz in the centre of the pitch as well. We've got a lot of injuries going on, which means Guy Stefan Ballo is going to be starting a Champions League game, which is something he doesn't do particularly often. Lucky for us, Benfica and Reims drew their match as well, so everybody is currently sat on 1 point. So hopefully, all we need to do is... I've just seen Sergej's Perkons plays for Reims. Sergejs Perkons plays for Reims, a former Skinnz Academy player. He's playing against us. Impagliazzo with the ball. He's, by the way, scored 4 goals in his last 2 matches and got 3 assists. Impagliazzo threw ball to Lemkins, and Lemkins is so unlucky not to score that one. Hits the underside of the bar. Geraldo's going to hopefully keep the highlight. Nope, he's just walked it off. Lemkins with the ball in a very good position, but loses out. It's found its way all the way back, though, to Markovic for us. Eduardo Rodriguez, the Chilean left-back, who I think is now 19 years old. Markovic, also 19 years old. Ballo to Rodriguez. Ballo's probably our oldest player on the pitch, and he's 27. Ballo has the ball once again. Number 16 across to Markovic, across to Benavides. In front is Baranovs. Off to the right is Toussaint Yao. Again, as always, lots of interest during the summer for Toussaint Yao. Max Cohen also had some interest as well. Impagliazzo controls it. Lovely, unselfish pass from Impagliazzo, and Sergejs Lemkins makes it 1-0 against Reims. That little pass from the winger is probably the best thing I've ever seen a winger do on this game. Like, he would have shot. Normally, he would have shot that. I think Lemkins might have been offside. We're not going to question that one. We get into VAR. Was he offside? He wasn't offside. Okay, we got lucky. I've literally picked Impagliazzo because of his 2 league performances. We've won 2 matches 5-0, and obviously I mentioned the goals and the assists that he's got. And already he is showing that I should be playing him more often ahead of Brian Sanchez at the moment. Markovic, long ball over the top. Geraldo's going to hopefully get there first. He does, takes a touch, tries to curl it past the keeper, but instead curls it past the post. I think we need to try and get ourselves a second goal before half-time. Baranovs to Max Cohen. Runs forward towards the penalty area. A lot of red Reims shirts in front of him. Toussaint Yao needs to go backwards to Benavides. Guy Stefan Ballo in the middle of the pitch. One of the few players who's yet to score a goal for us this season. Impagliazzo once again with an assist, and this time sets up Geraldo. It is 2-0 with about 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Still not quite at half time, and we're going to make it 3. Ballo crosses the ball in. It's almost gone over Brun, or Geraldo maybe tried to steal it in the air, but it's managed to be picked up by the keeper. Long kick upfield, intercepted though by Ballo. Rodriguez, Impagliazzo, the man of the match so far. Rodriguez has managed to somehow force his way through there. Ballo with it, plays it backwards to Markovic. I can see us absolutely destroying Reims at this rate. We just need to start getting a little bit closer to the goal. Ballo with the ball. Markovic now. Whip it in. Just whip it in, buddy. Across to Baranovs. Now Ballo. We're passing it around. Something's happening in this highlight. There's a lot of passing. We've been going for nearly a minute of just passing it around and not really getting too close to the penalty area. Cohen to Benavides. Forward to Max Cohen, once again through ball to Geraldo, takes a touch, it's been blocked and cleared, and that was not a highlight. That was not highlight worthy at all. Half time then, it is 2-0 and it is the Impagliazzo show. He has been absolutely superb. I'm delighted. Keep it up. Just score another 2 or 3. Rodriguez with a free kick 4 minutes into the second half. Poncelo heads the ball clear. Geraldo's going to collect it. Going to probably go backwards. I think that's possibly Ballo there behind him. It's Geraldo's going for a run. It is Ballo. Where are you going to go? Where is he going to go? Towards Benavides. What? I mean, this is a strange highlight once again because nothing came from the free kick. Toussaint Yao, right-hand side is Cohen. Instead, he's gone to Benavides. Now Markovic in the centre circle. Come on. Come on, Markovic. Do something. Do something. He's going for a little run. I feel like we're going to lose the ball. I feel like we're going to lose the ball and a counter-attack's going to happen, or Geraldo's going to be there. And Geraldo, once again, hits it wide of the goalkeeper's post. We are having a lot of chances, just none of them on target. On the hour mark, we're going to take off Max Cohen because he's looking complacent and he's the worst performer by a country mile. Ali Al-Makani is going to be the man to come on. Do we look at doing anything else? I didn't sort my subs bench out because, of course, I didn't. We've got 2 fullbacks on the bench. I want to try... Do we give Jack Kershaw a game as a right-back? I think this is what we do, right? We go for that. I'm trying to train Kershaw up as a right-back. Even though he's left-footed, I want him to be a right-back because we don't really have too many options as a right-back other than Toussaint Yao and Keith O'Brien, and Yao obviously should be a central defender. It's Ali Al-Makani, the substitute, with a free kick in. Pagliazzo's there, Kershaw's there, Lemkins is there as well, and it is going to be hopefully 3-0 as long as that goal counts. I think it will. That's his second of the game. I think that was a back heel as well. I think he just back-heeled that in. If Lemkins steals Impagliazzo's Man of the Match award, I'm not going to be happy. We've got 10 minutes left. Rodriguez to Geraldo, 3 in the box. Plays it back to Guy Stefan Ballo, who also has had a very good game. Crossfield ball, Ali Al-Makani is there, and Ali Al-Makani makes it 4-0 against Reims. We are picking up our first 3 points in the Champions League. And with that, we're going to do our final substitution of the match. It does look like Lemkins is going to be picking up the Man of the Match award. That's not fair, is it? It's going to be Rasevski's coming on for Maxim's Baranovs. Rasevski's, he's kind of forced his way back into the first team, similar to Ballo, to be honest. They're both not bad footballers. They're just not as good as what we currently have. Brun with a goal kick, 3 minutes of normal time. Are we going to make it 5? Or are Reims going to possibly try and get a consolation goal? It's Weber, back to Mata, long ball forward. Somebody needs to steal. There's two Sonyals with him. Bailey, he's managed to get past one man, goes for a long-range effort. It's a terrible effort, but it is their first one on goal, and it's taken 87 minutes to get here. Full time then, that was dominant. That was absolutely dominant. Impagliazzo does get the man of the match award as well. He well and truly deserved, even though he didn't score a goal. Impagliazzo starting to force his way into the first team. We've made our way over to Portugal for the final group stage game of the episode, the third one of the 6 group stage games that we're going to be playing. The starting 11 is probably our best starting 11. We've got Thomas returning from his injury. Ronnie Ruiz can only play 75 minutes, but he is also back from an injury. Did play a little bit of league action, about 20 minutes, in between the 2 Champions League games that we've just played. So hopefully we are going to see a pretty decent performance against a Benfica side that we've already beaten in the past. Throw for Keith O'Brien back to Benavides. O'Brien once again, now Maxim Sparanov. One thing I have changed actually, Toussaint Yao was playing as a centre-back alongside Benavides because our Markovic hasn't been particularly great. Cohen's going for an absolutely mazy run, hits it just wide of the keeper's post. Would have been a great goal if it went in, probably was never going to go in though. O'Brien has possibly suffered a pulled groin. After about 5 minutes, he's pulled his groin. Free kick for Benfica with Felipe taking it just inside the Benfica half. Andrin, former Chelsea man. I think he's former Chelsea, or is he former Arsenal? Could be both. It's Wenig, runs off towards the right-hand side. Serginho Dest tries to cross it in towards the back post. It's headed down. Andrin's effort is blocked. Cohen clears. Impagliazzo now. Possibly a counter-attack is on. Why is Impagliazzo wearing gloves? I mean, I guess it is like November, but still, Impagliazzo back to Geraldo. Is he going to whip it in? Back to Baranovs. Now Rodriguez, loads and loads of space for the fullback. 4 in the box, maybe 5. Ronnie Ruiz, back to Rodriguez. Ruiz again, Baranovs is there. It's a terrible save from the goalkeeper. It does find its way in. Maxims Baranovs makes it 1-0 here in Portugal, and we take the lead. I am a bit worried about that Keith O'Brien injury. Not that we're going to miss him if he does get injured, just I don't want to play an injured player for too long. Not a huge amount of action going on in this match, but we are 1-0 up thanks to that Maxims Baranov's goal. I'm going to say I'm pleased. Which I'm not sure whether that's a good idea. We are going to take Keith off because I don't think it's a good idea to keep him on. We're going to do that. So Markovic is going to be getting some game time. Toussaint now moves over to be the right back. We'll swap you two over as well because, thinking about it, Benavides and Rodriguez, average star rating is about 3.5 to 4. Toussaint Markovic, 3.5 to 4 star average rating. And it doesn't mean anything, but it means Toussaint can cover Markovic, so that's my plan. First highlight of the second half, and we are coming forward with a bit of purpose. Max Cohen on the right, Yow's behind him, does use the Ivorian. Is he going to cross it? Plays it on the ground to the goal scorer, Baranovs. Cohen's there, and Max Cohen, literally 20 seconds into the second half, makes it 2-0 for the Skinnz Football Academy, and we are hopefully at the halfway point of the group stage is going to be sat top of our Champions League group. Wenig with a free kick for Benfica. It's a great save from Ivlay when the ball was definitely going off for a goal kick. Kicks it long, straight over the halfway line, straight to Serginho Dest, and Geraldo slides the ball straight to Wenig, who's going to try and go for another long-range effort, and that was worse than the first one. It is still 2-0. Torres with a goal kick. A lot is happening in this second half. We are literally 3 minutes in, and we've had 3 highlights. Ronnie Ruiz with the ball is going to run off. Max Cohen, the goal scorer from earlier, gets past the slide tackle into the penalty area. He's going to try and shoot. He does try and shoot, and Torres can easily hold on to that. From his superb performance against Reims, Impagliazzo is not doing too well. Neither is Thomas, who's returned from his injury. Neither is Geraldo, who's just playing pretty garbage at the moment. Our attackers aren't doing the best. Rodriguez also not doing very well either on a 6.5. So it looks like Benfica probably focusing their attack down our left-hand side. Costa with the ball, runs across, plays it all the way back to Windau. Forward to Andrin, back to Quiros. Now Correa. We need to steal this. Why aren't you paying attention, Impagliazzo? Crossfield ball, back post. It's managed to find its way into the back of the net. It's Grebenyuk, maybe, could be his name. It's 2-1. And with that goal, we are going to do some changes. Jack Herschel's coming on for Rodriguez because he's playing pretty poorly. Thomas as well. We need to take off Ruiz, but I don't want to take him off because we've got players playing worse. We're going to bring on Lemkins for Thomas as all of our changes, and we've still got 30 minutes to play. Impagliazzo has dropped down to a 6.3. Geraldo's on a 6.4. We need to really get ourselves another goal here because I'm a bit worried that all it's going to take is one shot from Benfica and they're going to be back on level terms. Wenig with a corner, final 10 minutes, get the ball clear. Ivle comes out, claims that one. The young Croatian. I say young, he's probably 25 now. He's still relatively young, isn't he, for a goalkeeper? Geraldo heads it down to Max Cohen, runs off towards that right-hand side. Don't shoot. Of course you're going to shoot. You always bloody shoot. And you've hit it wide. We're seeing the goal kick as well. That's a worry. Jack Kershaw heads it forward. Impagliazzo had an absolute appalling game so far. Kershaw, once again, the 6'5" fullback. Is he going to cross this ball in? Left-footed player, muscles past one. Ronnie Ruiz, do something, buddy. The Costa Rican crosses in, tries to find Lemkins, can't manage it, and Grebenyuk can now possibly counter-attack for Benfica. They've got a few numbers forward. Grebenyuk's gone off towards that right-hand side. He's going to shoot. He hits it well wide. Still 2-1, final 7 minutes of the game. Apparently we must have had another chance because Torres has taken a free kick in a pretty good position. To Son Yao. He's going to go over the top towards Geraldo. Can't find him. Yao gets the ball back though. He's on a 6-4 as well. We've got some players who are playing really well. Some players who are playing really badly. Cohen's gone for another shot. Stop trying to shoot. You've had about 12. 4 minutes of injury time and Benfica with a good chance. Benavidez clears the ball. Somebody needs to get there first. Grebenyuk is the man though for Benfica to pick the ball up. He's got somebody in front of him. It's crossed in and of course it's found its way into the bottom corner. Nuno Correa. We have deserved nothing from this. When you look at some of our match ratings, when you look at the defence, the centre-backs, Baranov's obviously on an 8.0. The people that we need to perform aren't performing. Impagliazzo's on a 6.1. That is definitely 2 points dropped. What was our strikers doing? What were they doing? I just want to see how many shots Max Cohen had. How many shots did you have in total? Can we see? 6. You had 6 shots and only 3 of them were on target. I'm going to say I'm not happy because we were not very good. I'm also going to shout at quite a few players because quite a few players weren't very good. I mean, Cohen I want to shout at, but he actually wasn't bad, was he? We're also going to talk to Lemkins because he was pretty poor. I'm not pleased with what I saw for you lot. It's a 2-2 draw. So at the start of the episode, I said that we can probably win every single match in our Champions League group, and we've won one of them, which isn't ideal, is it? It's still very, very close. Next episode, obviously, we're going to have the other 3 Champions League group stage games. I'm going to take a look at the coefficients, and I'm a bit worried. Now, I don't think we're going to go down overall in coefficients, but we have not started particularly well. 3.875. We need to get at least 2 more points if we want to break even on what we're losing, which is a 5.875. Does it mean anything? Not at the moment. We're still staying in 12th, which is good. We need to really start trying to climb up a little bit further. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, as I mentioned, will be Benfica, Ajax, and finishing off with Reims in our Champions League Group B. Hopefully, we do enough to get through to the first knockout round of the Champions League, and hopefully we do enough to get ourselves enough coefficient points as well. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I'll be back next time.